See, it is one thing what you think, what your views of the world are that we are living in. It is perfectly valid. Whatever your truth is, whatever your reality is, how you perceive things around you, whatever is happening in the world, it's okay, it's perfect, perfect, perfect. And I do not have to agree so that their views become valid. They already stand valid. You do not need my approval. And same as with me, I do not need the approvals of the others. I share my views, and so other people can share their views. If I disagree with somebody or somebody disagrees with me, that doesn't mean we are rejecting the views of each other. Our views are valid at our end, so no problem with that. But independently speaking, just for the sake of independently speaking, when I study something, I study it in a very objective manner. Simple as that. I do not really, take anything as authoritative. I mean, all of these years, I did nothing else but in the alternative world. I listened to a lot many radio shows done by the people who are very distinguished, very trusted. They are the people who are trusted resources. I can cite a lot many names in here, and I will reference the people that you can also, check their work in later videos. If I can, make a specific video on that alone, that where you can, look for the 100% authentic information. 100%. You can believe these people because I have done my research so that based upon that. Because when we say something, I'm not just saying things to say things. I have been studying this stuff for a pretty long time, whatever information that I was able to gather, and then filter it. If you type the term New World Order into the Google or in the YouTube or any other social media, you'll find a lot of information, but most of that is bogus. People come up with their a lot many things, the theories and everything, without having gone into any of the psychological work behind that. So, which is why be careful. Now, does that mean that I'm saying that people should trust me? Whoever is listening to me should trust me? No. Just remain objective. Use your own filters. Just use your own head, whether it makes any sense. The dot connector. You look at the world and then you listen to the information and then you try to fix the pieces of the puzzle together. If it makes sense to you, it's good. If it doesn't, it still is good. So we are not the ones who are in the conflict. It's me who is right and you who are wrong. No. Because to stand in wisdom, you need to be in the state of non-competition. Because to be in the wisdom means that you are not thinking in comparative ways. Oh, I want to defeat somebody. I am the better one here. My views are more valid than you. No. Absolutely no. Because our goal is to become completely free in our thought. So going by that standard, see, what my conclusion, if I have to, sum this up, because not to get into the full mode of that, 2 to 3 to 4 hour long talk over here, no. But to just, in a very short sense, if I have to sum this up, it is one thing that what you think. It is another how they think of you, how they look at us. So when we talk about, the new world order, the psychology of these people is that they look at all of us as Christians. Who is a Christian to them is somebody who is not under their plan, somebody who refuses to live his life according to their will. They impose their will upon us. If you can see, the most population of the world is going by their standard. It is the matrix is the automatic process, the machine, the system functions in a certain way. And it is the one-way system. So the only way to get into this system is that you get into their mind control program, follow the herd. Just keep on following, following, following. That's how they are. So in everything that they have created in that way, the downward spiral, everything, spiritually going down. So whoever doesn't, fits in it is a Christian to them. Now, if anybody who is a Muslim, let's say, the Muslims think that the Christian nations, they are attacking them because of they are Muslims. But it is not their psychology. But what they think of them is that they are Christians. Anybody who is standing on the outside is a Christian to them. They don't look at them as Muslims. So there is no war between Christian nations and the Muslim nations. It's not a religious war. It is a war of the New World Order. They are not interested in the religion at all. It is something that they manipulated and created, Christianity, that we will give you something. The organized religion is not their gig. Their gig is the control and manipulation of the man. We will tell you how to do it. Because we are the masters of the game. That is what their goal is, and that's what the New World Order is. And when people do not go by that standard, then they come up with their game of breaking things down, creating chaos in the world. So to create their order out of chaos, which is why the biggest battle that the people who are fighting against them are the spiritualists, the true spiritualists, who do not sit in some office and try to teach people spirituality. The truly spiritual person is an individual, the inner directed man. So which is why the individuals are the most, the biggest minority in the world. We are the minority, the biggest minority. Because we do not stand with the other people, the group sort of a thing. I belong to a certain group. No. That's for what it is. That's how they look at the other people. Anybody who is against them, he's a Christian. Label them as a Christian. You will be persecuted. Isn't that true? So that the Muslim people were persecuted like Christians? If the Christian people are persecuted, they say the Christians are going to say, Christians are being persecuted. But why can't you see that the people of other religions, other belief systems are being persecuted in the same manner? So where is the difference? You are also no different to them. If you live in the West, it is only today you have the amenities, you have the luxuries of life, but they look at you in the same way. If you refuse